All right, guys, Chef Coop here. I want to give y'all a little rundown of the next step and what's happening. What's happening is paint. As you see, I'm standing inside of a plastic-covered room, and I want to give y'all a little bit of information about the paint booth and show y'all a little bit about the car and what's going on there. This isn't like a giant tutorial. Like, it's not like a full tutorial because I really didn't know what I was doing along the way. I just winged it. But I do want to show y'all my actual paint booth setup. And if y'all want to make one just like it, if y'all have a garage or barn space, then y'all can pretty much mimic what I'm actually doing right now. So first step is getting all these bare spots. You want to put self-action primer on it. So that's the reason why I need to hurry up and get this thing done. I'm just going to put some self-action primer, touch up a few other spots, and then start spraying the car later on in the week. So here we go with the somewhat tutorial about how to make a little makeshift paint booth. It's not completely done yet. I need to get that part to sit like this so it's somewhat sealed and I can tape this edge down. But it's done enough for the actual video. I'm going to add 4 of these fans in, or 4 of these vents in on the ceiling, and I'm going to add 2 or 3 more of these fans right here to kind of get the flow to come down and out. So that's the plan. Let me walk you through it. So first off, when I started, I already had this yellow up here. You can use the same stuff as the gray stuff. It is 6mm thick plastic. It comes inside of a roll from Home Depot, Lowe's. Everybody has it. So just find that. It's in the paint department. It's just 6mm plastic. It's clear, but as you see, it's not really clear. The color is clear, but it's not that clear. I'm gonna have a bunch of lights in here and whatnot to help me out with painting. I don't really like the fact that this wall is yellow because I think it's gonna reflect some light, but I already had this stuff laying around and I started doing it before I even started this stuff. So when I started, I hung up some wire. Now, you might need more wire than me, but I hung up a center beam of wire, and I will show you the packaging for that. It's just these little things holding it to these telephone poles. If you don't have telephone poles, or if you can't wrap around, you suck. Come back, babe. What you want? Come back. All right, guys, I just want to say something real quick. Let me switch my camera around. So Amy has been scaring me nonstop while I'm making videos for the past week. So yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry in advance.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut. All right, so here goes the packaging for the wire rope. I got 2 of these boxes. I didn't use all of it. There should be a spool. Here it is right here. Just this wire right here. It's kind of like a rubberized coating on it. You can just get the regular metal if you want, but I like the coated one. I feel like it won't rust as quick or whatnot. So anyhow, it's galvanized, so it shouldn't, but you know how that works. So there you go. This is about, I think, $8 or something like that. So I have 2 wires up front, up top. There's a top one and a bottom one. That one's wrapped around, that one's screwed in. There's no real reason why I did that. I just had the little eyelets for it already. So the top one holds this and allows it to drape over so that you don't have a big gap. Or if this part right here was sitting up here, then it would cause friction and try to pull this around. So I want them separate, and it folds over pretty nicely once the door's closed and everything's flat. So I have 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Some people might need something in the back. I had a board up there already that I just put a line of tape because this stuff does not like staples. So I got the thickest duct tape I can find, and I taped the plastic and then I stapled through the tape. And it's held up pretty well so far, taking that. I have a giant open way over there. So then the rest was just stapling plastic down. So the rest was just putting plastic down the side of the walls and taping them all together. And this is the same plastic. I put a row of duct tape, and they have, you get a grommet maker. My grommet maker is just like a self-punch yourself hammer. I'll show you a little bit about that right now. All right, so here's the grommet toolkit that I got. It came with a few grommets in it already, 6 of these big ones, 6 of these small ones. I just use both of them on the line. But basically what you do is you take, there's two sizes. It's the bigger size for the bigger size ring. You take this plastic and you hammer this through and it'll make a hole. Actually, we can, all right, so basically what you're gonna wanna do is take one of these grommet maker tools, use a hammer. I'm just showing you this for informational purposes. Mine's getting, I guess, a little dull, but you have a hole right there now. You take this bit and you slide it through here. You put one of these flat washers on top like so. This is going to have two sides. One's for the smaller grommet, one's for the bigger one. You put the bigger grommet size on the bottom. Then you have this tool. You can screw in the smaller tip with bottom to the larger tip. You sit it right on top of it and you give it a few good smacks down. What that's going to do is bend this bevel over to lock it in place and have a grommet. So I put tape on either side of mine. Thanks, babe. I put tape on either side of mine just so it wouldn't rip through the plastic as easy. And it seems to be working fine so far. So there we go. That's my makeshift paint booth. I have a lot of carpenter bees, wasp, and there's a big hole in the wall because there's no doors in the entryway. So I just needed a section where there's not going to be so much stuff flying around. This is not a professional paint booth, but it'll be good enough for what I want in this car. I just wanted a close to factory looking car and a lot of horsepower. So here we go. So this is normally my party barn. I usually have lights strung up everywhere, and we have like a little bar thing we made, and we usually have parties in it. There's probably old videos of that. But I figured I'd dedicate a portion of it to storage up on the top up there and the paint booth inside this corner. So if you liked the video and thought that it was somewhat helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I will have more updates soon. I'm going to start priming this car now, and I guess next up will be a video on pulling out the motor and starting to put the exhaust manifold and turbo on that so as the wiring harness. So thanks all y'all.